15,635 is the number of visa students that were enrolled in Atlantic Canada just in 2019. This number represents a 32.9% increase from 2015, which is the year I came to Canada. There are many reasons to come and study in Canada, but three obvious ones are world-class education, the Canadian tech wave, and the quality of life. So you are here now. You have landed in Canada, and suddenly it is real. You are an adult, living on your own, making adult decisions. There are 4 transition stages. The first one is honeymoon, second, hostility, acceptance, and adaptation. Nervousness, anticipation, excitement are some of the feelings you will have when you first arrive. Then frustration, depression. I don't belong, I don't fit in. That is the hostility stage. Then acceptance, you come to a place where you accept differences and appreciate similarities. And lastly, adaptation. You begin to find food you like, start feeling at home, and find a community you can relate with. This transition process is emotional and, with no doubt, life-changing. I graduated from here 1 month ago, valedictorian, cum laude, 2 majors, 3 co-op terms. But this is how it all started. Learning how to cross roads again. Getting used to people touching and talking about your hair all the time. Repeating the sentence over and over again for someone to understand what you are saying. Eating food that has sugar and salt mixed. Coming from Rwanda to Canada was a big change. This is a big country. It is amazing. I love it. But coming from Rwanda, I was lost. I was confused. I was scared. So I know how starting over can be a dreadful process. But here are my 7 tips to make that transition smoother. Number 1, drink water. You need to hydrate. You need to eat too. I know the food is not what you expected, but guess what? Turkey sandwich is an acquired taste. It is important to take care of yourself physically because your body is going through transition with the new environment and new weather. So it's important to take care of yourself. And of course, the other end of the spectrum is you could find yourself eating too much sugary food, junk food. So overall, mindful eating is important. Point number 2. Do not ask your friends, colleagues, classmates how they got here. Comparing yourself to anyone is the fastest way to an emotional spiral. You find that coming from a stable background, having a good family, having gone to the best high schools does not guarantee that you will do well. And of course, having hustled and worked your way to get here does not mean that you do well. So it is what you do here that really matters. Comparing yourself always makes you feel worse. Point number 3, understand the system. This is an ongoing process, but some key areas are transportation. Buses come on time. You cannot be 2, 3, 5 minutes late. The bus will leave you. Point number 2, banking. Understand the banking system. Pay your bills on time. Do not misuse your credit cards and then struggle to pay them off. Another key area is immigration. As an international student, understand your immigration status. What jobs are you allowed to take? For how long? Consult the right sources for immigration. Usually university sources, such as international centers. Do not consult your friends or friends of friends. Point number 4, do your assignments. Classes get harder and harder as time goes on. So doing well in your first years will actually help you keep a good GPA throughout your education program. It is also important to have a good relationship with your professors. Some of the professors I met have really helped me shape my career, and our relationship have gone beyond the classroom. They have become mentors. And I think this is a good this is a good support to have as an international student, because when you first come, you do not have many connections with professional areas you are looking to go into. Point number 5, engagement on campus. So you are coming to a country where we pride ourselves in volunteering. Depending on your background, doing unpaid work may be an unfamiliar concept to you, but in my experience, it is rather rewarding in many ways. Many of my good friends I made through volunteering. I see some of them here tonight. And we have stayed friends over the years because we share common interests, as opposed to some people we met earlier on when I first came, but our friendships did not last for the lack of common interests. I believe as well it is a good way to gain work experience, which will later on be beneficial when you start looking for paid work. So once you reach here, once you come to Canada, look for opportunities that sound cool to you and sign up for them. Point number 6, accept the weather. I'm still working on this one myself. And side note, this is my I made it to Canada picture. I took this picture in the first winter, posted it on Facebook. I mean, how will my friends back home know that I made it to Canada if I don't have a picture in the snow? Anyways, I find that weather is a really common topic here, and many people complain about it. You will hear people say, it's too cold. It's winter all the time. There is no sun. And in warmer seasons, they're still complaining. It's too hot. It's muggy. Where I grew up, weather is a very rare conversation. One you will have when you find yourself with someone you're not comfortable with or do not have anything to say. One person will say, the rain is rare these days. The sun is scorching. And the other person will reply, yes, it's true. It's a problem. Full stop. End of weather conversation. I find that it is true that depression, weather depression, and seasonal depression is real here. And many students do experience that when they first come, because we are coming from warmer places, sunnier places. But I believe that there are good days in every season. And what I'm saying is, do not allow the weather to direct your mood all the time. So you are happy when it's sunny and sad when it's cold. Otherwise, you'll be sad for most of the year because it kind of really is winter all the time. My last point for tonight, point number 7, enjoy the ride. So many times when things were hard, what really helped me was just slowing down, doing something I could not do in my country. So I could go window shopping in all the stores that we do not have back home. And then I'll stop at Tim Hortons. I'll order a medium French vanilla. And I say to myself, life is good. I think that is the good news. I'm actually sure that is the good news, is that you are here now, is that you have made it to Canada, and is that you are an adult, living on your own, making adult decisions. So make the decision to enjoy the ride. Thank you.